And thank you so much for joining us for another edition of All Angles. I'm Dion Jackson Miller, and a very special welcome to our viewers on onespotmedia.com. So we thought it was a great time, given all the complaints we've been hearing about the state of our roads, to go back to our award-winning documentary done by Giovanni Dennis in 2018. This documentary won the TVJ Award for Best Investigative Report and also the CBU Award for Best Documentary. So later in the program, we'll hear from the National Works Agency. We'll also hear from the Mayor of Kingston. But first, here's Giovanni Dennis.
This is Spanish Town Road, Tuesday afternoon. Bus drivers, fire truck, military vehicles, and especially low vehicles like these, all subjected to a hill and gully ride. To drive on this section of Spanish Town Road is a miserable experience for motorists, but to do it with flood waters on the road makes it treacherous. It's like playing Russian roulette with the assurance that you'll be shot on every single turn. Some motorcyclists and motorists tried using the sidewalks for reprieve, but eventually they succumbed. Another section of Spanish Town Road, more of the same. On Wednesday, we saw these men patching in rainfall. This is Lady Musgrave Road. The pothole they were patching had gone viral a couple days prior. Twitter user Machiavelli.
Just got back from China. It's nicer than expected. If you want to go there, there's a pothole on Lady Musgrave Road that takes you there.
575 retweets and more than 1,000 likes. Suzette commented,
"Did you leave any souvenirs there? Because I just drove past there and I kid you not, someone's front end parts were left in that hole."
Tamara,
"Nice to know that it's not me when it catch, bro. Thought the tire was gonna punch her."
another road that went viral, South Camp Road. It gained traction because it was recently paved. SB tweeted, "Brand new road, and it couldn't even survive a few months. Our road construction is a joke. Obviously they aren't built to survive any sustained amount of rainfall." Dramax, man, them use my tax money and spread asphalt on the road like butter on bread. Tia Rika,
"We're making cookie and cream roads. Contractors are actually using Oreo mix."
but Kingston is not Jamaica. In fact, there are other parishes faring as badly or worse. St. Thomas, Portland, Manchester, Clarendon, and St. Mary. These shots were all taken recently. Why are our roads so bad, you may ask? In 2018, our special report, Pothole Paradise, sought to answer that same question. 2:46 p.m., June 18. Watch this black Toyota Corolla. Did you see that? Let's bring it back. Slowly. Focus on this car. The driver spots the pothole and tries to swing away. But when the back tire is caught, this driver swerves, almost hitting this pedestrian before coming to a stop. The car immediately behind also brakes up. The disconnected tire still running along like a prison escapee, catching the attention of this man, all recorded by a dashboard camera, but could easily pass for a scene in a high-drama action movie. How about a movie by one of these names? Save the Last Tire, Pride and Pothole Prejudice, The Pothole of Oz. No, we didn't make those up. Titles like those dominated Jamaican Twitter in December 2017. Here's how it all started. December 15, Empress Yoli. Fully convinced Jamaican potholes have regular meetings, union representatives, WhatsApp groups, CUG phones. Them clearly planned for we, the poor motorists.
As you dodge one, him brethren grab you.
And with 140 retweets and 149 likes, the hashtag Jamaican Pothole Movies was born.
I had just successfully managed to navigate one pothole. I knew it was there, missed it. Feel good, feel nice within yourself. I don't think I reached 10 meters before I dropped properly in another one that I didn't know was even there. That one formed overnight, as potholes in Jamaica tend to do.
Jamaica is often described as paradise. But driving through our towns and the countryside, the phrase pothole paradise is more likely to come to mind. Just ask Nick, a taxi operator who plies the Irwin to Tucker route in St. James.
Every week we have to have mechanic. Every week.
When he spoke with me, Nick had just spent $52,000 on repairs.
Rocking, tie rodding, ball joint, all of the bushing them have to change out underneath the front. It carry them can't ride good on the road.
Nick's plight is common among public transport operators. Nearby St. James is St. Elizabeth, where in June, taxi operators protested. This pothole had already destroyed the tires of several unsuspecting motorists.
I'm a car bus man, I try to make late, and I treat I get bus. I don't go one spare in half. So bus have a park about there.
Yesterday at 1 Mark 2 bus 2 tire there.
Moving from west to central Jamaica, we come upon the road in southwestern Clarendon, Parnassus to be exact. Different community, same complaint.
Every morning I have to reach work 6:30. When me leave my house, come out of my house like say 5:45. All when 10 minutes to 7, me still there my gate, cause all I taxi them I drive round the bush there, so and if me no give them my number and call them now come pick me up.
You cannot do a road and within less than 5 year road mash up all together like you never fix none at all.
Worst road in Jamaica.
Well, I don't think we can describe this road. It's another road. It's a Konaka one track. Everybody late for work. People late for school. Yeah,
I'm in a pothole, a trench. They told them big and deep. There is no way they could have been pothole. Front end, oh Jesus. In a serve not even like snowball in a hell.
You know the road is rough and the going is tough.
St. Thomas, St. Catherine, same story. Pothole-plagued roads are not new in Jamaica. The Gleaner Archives takes us down memory lane.
You have an international problem, but this one is the national anthem.
And yet, the country spends billions on road construction and repairs. Between 2009 and 2014, the National Works Agency alone spent $16.9 billion to rehabilitate the roads. The NWA is responsible for maintaining over 5,000 kilometers of roads island-wide, what we call the main roads. But there are two other agencies that also repair roads. The 13 municipal corporations combined are in control of a further 10,000 kilometers of parochial roads. These include roads through many residential developments. And the Ministry of Agriculture is in charge of about 4,000 kilometers of rural farm roads. This tripartite division of responsibility creates its own problems, as we learn later. But the average motorist playing dandy-shandy with the potholes really doesn't care who's responsible for roads like this. This pothole here in Parnassus, Clarendon is 9 feet long and 4 feet 5 inches wide. Beside it and behind it, as you can see, more potholes. Why are our roads like this? Does anyone benefit, and if so, who? And what can we do?
Driving on Jamaican roads is a sport in of itself. I think it's probably one of the most dangerous sports in the world. When you're not dodging pothole, poor road conditions, you have taximan, bus driver, other frustrated harbour drivers to deal with. I mean, it's a hazard. Every day you get up, you feel nice within yourself, put on your clothes, ready to tackle the day. But before you can tackle the day, you have to tackle the roads, and that alone mess up your whole day.
When we checked TVJ's archives, we found that in just 4 years, 2013 to 2016, there were 42 road protest stories, one almost every single month. The newsroom does not cover every demonstration, so the actual number may very well be much higher.
From the moment you hit the road, you get a pothole, you can't get away from them.
Johnny McGregor is the CEO of MacTech Auto. When we visited his garage, it was full.
Most of these cars you see around here now is really potholes. You know, a car dropping a pothole cause all kind of damages. We're talking about chopped tires. We're talking about ball joint tear off or, you know, dislodged ball joint, rocking, you know, tie rod ends. There's a lot of suspension parts that got damaged whenever, you know, you're dropping a pothole.
How common is that?
That's an everyday thing.
This is the invoice for a Subaru sedan brought in with front-end damage.
And that Subaru, the right front suspension broken, right? And caused it almost about $130,000. We're talking about a tire, one rocking and a suspension.
For a car with cheaper parts, the cost may be half as much. But there are people and companies that benefit from bad roads. Archibald, for example, works at a tire shop. He knows the ins and outs of the industry. He can even predict when there will be a spike in business.
Like now, like a dry time, when you can see on our drive, but you see once rain fall, all them potholes around and tasties around there, so you know so when I go drop in that and when I go chop all two tires and just bring the road and give a set speed. I get what I say?
How bad the tire them damage sometime?
Yo, sometimes it just have a one chop. See? We have to show you, but you see the one chop now, you can vulcanize that, but when you have a double chop, like it going out hard and the chop at the top and the bottom, that's the right now. Sometimes we just write it off and send it to a graveyard.
Well, here's the graveyard, and as you can see, tires are piled sky high. After repairing or replacing tires and spending upwards of $60,000 on repairs, vehicles are likely to need balancing and alignment. Income companies like mixed wheel alignment.
Yeah man, quite frequent. Find tires that are damaged from pothole, whether it have that thing that they call a baby or that bulge protruding at the side of the tires are bent or broken rims, and you know you replace the rims them or straighten them.
Costs vary. Straightening a damaged rim can start as low as $5,000, but the cost to replace a tire will depend on size and brand.
You can spend from 4-6 right to 20,000, 14,000, 13,000. Most of the time you may want to change 2 of the tires. The best case scenario, 4 tires. Yeah, and one of the main culprit to destroy the tires in Jamaica is the potholes.
Business is good.
It's a business. Patient gets sick, doctor, and people commit crimes or transfer land and the law you have to. So, I mean, everything, there's something to complement it.
So, with tire replacement, balancing and aligning, and mechanical repairs, a single pothole can cost a motorist anywhere from several thousand to over $100,000. When we come back, we'll dig into just why potholes and bad roads are so prevalent in Jamaica.
This is the problem that plague the nation.